Hey, you guys, welcome back. Well, if you still have a tag in your pocket that you're trying to fill this year, then there's a major opportunity coming this weekend, December 7th and 8th, that you're going to want to take advantage of. And there's a few reasons why. First and foremost, we're nearing 28 days after the primary rut. And so any does that were not bred during the primary rut are going to come back into estrus now. It's not as many, obviously, as the primary rut, but you will see some of those most mature bucks in your area daylight again suddenly in early December. It is a thing. I've gotten photos of it to prove it on a lot of my rut funnels and even around food sources, more so around food sources where the does are at this time of year. If we say let's say November 12th is that peak of the breeding bell curve during the primary rut. Again, I'm up in northern Minnesota, so think about where you're at in the country. It may be different than where I am, but November 12th, if we call that the peak conception or peak breeding date, peak of the bell curve anyways, if you go count out on the calendar 28 days later, that puts us at about December 9th or 10th. So this weekend is really close to that second rut where we're going to see those other does in estrus. And that's a major reason why deer, bucks specifically, they're going to want to move anyways. So it's going to be really well worth your time finding those areas of does, wherever there's a concentration of doe right now. And, usually that's around a food source. If you're lucky enough to be someone who has a food plot or an ag field or some area where you can concentrate those does, that's going to be a really good spot to find those bucks that are out cruising for the last remaining does. The other big reason why you're going to want to sit this weekend, at least again where I'm at up here in northern Minnesota, it's been frigid cold. I mean, we've had extreme cold temperatures. I mean, lows in the below 0 Fahrenheit, a lot of single digit overnight lows. The other day we had, roaring winds. Crazy, crazy wind. Wind chills well below 0. Point is it's been extremely cold. But this weekend, we're getting a big warm spell. I actually just checked the weather. We're going to have highs in the mid 30s, maybe even into the upper 30s on Saturday. And then, kind of tapering off from there. But I've seen over the years, when we get these really big warm spells after a period of frigid cold temperatures, it really gets the deer out feeding. They'll come to food earlier, and you'll see them out standing on the sides of roads. They'll be out in crop fields earlier. That warm spell is what gets them up and moving. I think when it gets really, really frigid cold, like the conditions have been, they tend to just sit down and stay there. And when you get that warm spell, it's really just the inverse of what we're waiting for all fall, right? Most of the fall, we're waiting for the temps to drop because it's too warm. In this case, it's the exact reverse of that, but it's amazing how it will get those deer up off their feet and out feeding earlier. So the fact that we have that big warm spell coming on Saturday, December 7th, that's going to be coinciding with that ramping up of activity with the second rut anyways. So those two things combined are going to be a huge, huge reason to be sitting in the woods on Saturday. And then to top this off, the third reason why this is going to be an incredible weekend for deer hunting is Sunday. We have a big weather system moving in. They're actually saying it's going to start as rain throughout kind of the afternoon, and then it's going to turn over to snow Sunday night into Monday morning. So, dropping temps, falling temps on the backside of that front, and that big blob of warm air is on the front of it during the weekend. That's going to get pushed out of our area, and that cold air is going to move in. So, we're going to have that falling barometric pressure in front of that front as it's moving in. That's gonna make deer want to move before that big storm event sets in. If we get a bunch of snow and cold temps, it's going to make those deer want to hunker down this time of year in the late season like this, but they will be out moving in advance of that storm that's coming in Sunday night. So there's really the perfect storm, so to speak, no pun intended, of three major factors all coinciding this weekend, December 7th and 8th, that you just can't miss as a deer hunter. If you're still trying to shoot a buck, you have to get out this weekend. It's that important. Watch your cell cameras. I bet a lot of deer are going to get shot this weekend, I'm predicting, and on your cell cameras. I bet you're going to see a lot of movement Saturday and Sunday in advance of that storm system and with this warm up. Here in Minnesota, we got our muzzleloader season open right now, which is cool. And I know a lot of guys are out, guys and gals are still out trying to get that muzzleloader tag filled. Great opportunity this weekend to get out in the tree, get that musket out, make sure you're hitting okay with it, and get after those deer because if I wasn't tagged out, I know I would be hunting this weekend, and it's going to be a really incredible opportunity. Let me know what you guys think down below in the comments. I want to hear from you what kind of success you're having and what you guys are planning for this coming weekend. So I really appreciate you guys watching. Take care. I will catch you guys on the next video.